Hi, everyone. Welcome to my kitchen. I am Kimberly Knox, and you are in the kitchen with KK. Thanks for being here today. For those of that know me, you know that I am an integrative and functional health coach first and a chef for the people second. So we look at the root cause of disease, and now they're finding that nearly 90% of all disease can be prevented by changes in your diet and your lifestyle. As soon as you change your food, you change your energy, you change your cravings, you change your gut microbiome, your hormones, and most importantly, you change your genetic expression, which means you're not your genes, you're not your parents' disease, you're not your disease. At all times, your body is healing. And the most powerful healing of all is the innate wisdom within your own body. So giving it the right food gives your cells the tools they need to do the job they already know how to do: heal and repair. So today we're going to be making a snack. I share this with many of my clients. It is National Snack Food Month. Okay, snack food is the worst destroyer of public health since the late 70s, when snack food started escalating. The chemicals started being produced, nearly 100,000 new chemicals produced, getting us addicted to snack foods, which are not real food, making people overfed and starving because there's no nutrients, additives, preservatives, chemicals, dyes, you name it, MSG. So I am not for snack foods at all. In fact, if you eat a good meal, you don't need any snacks. But snacks can serve a purpose if you're on the go or otherwise. And it is great to have things in your toolbox. So in my cookbook, Simple Cooking for Vitality, Bioenergetic Cooking, in the back of the book, after I get through going through all of the major meridians of the body and how food creates healing information, we've got snacks and desserts in here. And of course, it's hot pink, because when you think of yummy stuff or candy, you think of hot pink. So I grew up cooking snacks and cookies and things like that. This is a vegan cheesecake with a crust that's similar to a snack ball made with medjool dates and other. This is a hug in a jar, many different things. So snacks, what you're looking for are fats, fiber, and protein. You're looking to keep that blood sugar stable, because really there are two energy burning systems in the body. One is glucose, the other is fat burning. When you get into fat burning, you're not eating. This is where your body naturally goes when you become fat adapted, helps you to maintain regular weight. But when you are eating, you want snacks that provide you not glucose spikes and not chemicals that destroy your cells and damage your mitochondria, which lead to disease and cancer. So this is what we're doing. We're making raw, wild blueberry balls. They're so easy, so delicious. No baking involved. They're raw. They got all sorts of goodness in there. Let me just grab the dates really quick, and I will be right back. What I wanted to show you is at our farmers market, these are very exclusive medjool dates. They sell them there. The proprietors bring them in. These are gorgeous 2-pound box. And you can get them at Whole Foods and things other. But what I do is the medjool dates are different than the other dates. The other dates I will cook down and make into a paste. Medjool dates are thick and delicious. These are not pitted. That's okay. Just make sure you take the pits out before you put them in there. But what I do is I actually put a little water in the bottom that makes them juicier, easier to blend up when you're making snack items like this today. So first off, it's really great to have your pantry organized, by the way. You see all my jars here. That means the nuts are sealed. They're not going to start to oxidize, and everything is organized and labeled. That makes it easier for you. So in my recipe here, I'm using pecans and walnuts. Walnuts, omega-3s, really good brain food. Pecans are a naturally sweet nut. Now you can use some raw almonds as well. If you don't want the seeds, the outer shells in there, which if a person has a little bit of an aversion to almonds, it comes from the shell, You can also use the slivered. I keep these to put on top of salads and other stuff, but you can put it in because there's no shells. So, and if you're using almonds, they're harder nuts than the pecans and the walnuts. So I would put them in first and break them down first. But for simplicity, I'm just going to be using some walnuts and some pecans, um, just over a cup. So now a nice handful is almost a half a cup. So we're just going to use 2 handfuls of the walnuts. I might be sizing down this recipe a little bit since it's just for me here. And I have a lot of other things and my snacks like my sorbets and my fresh ice creams that I make, my vegan ice cream. I have a strawberry one in there. So, and then we got pecans. So I'm going to use 2 handfuls of these each. And I have raw pumpkin seeds. Now, all the nuts are raw, not roasted. Roasted nuts are often roasted in inflammatory oils. Zip, nada, nada. You do not want that, and you don't want them salted. We don't need extra salt. Salt is fine when you add some yourself and you control the quality. These are raw pumpkin seeds. I keep these for things like this, and I also grind them up in my food processor to make really simple protein powder. So we need a 1/4 cup. I'm just going to put in 2 scoops. Might be a little bit more than a 1/4 cup, and that's fine. So first off, we're going to blend these up. This food processor, I've had 4 of them. It's a KitchenAid. They actually don't make this model anymore. You can still get it though, but I've had 4. I love it. The blade is nice and big. The bowl is wide. So hold your ears. You're going to want a food processor because it makes your life so easy. When you watch me, you see how many things I make in a food processor. It's a lot. In no time, everything is broken down. Okay. We had 1 escapee nut in the top there. So what we're going to be adding next is these are raw coconut flakes. You can get them as flakes or like bigger peels. And let me just see if I'm missing anything. Oh, flaxseed. So we're going to put in some flaxseed as well. So you see, we get some really good omega-3s here and really good fiber. So we are getting a lot of that in this. And that is the key with any snack items, real ingredients and nutrients, fats, fiber, and protein. All of that is in here with the nuts and other. So let's also get our, here, I have up this. We want a 1/4, the same amount as the flax. I think about a 1/4 cup I put in the, and we're gonna roll the balls in a little bit of coconut flakes too. I put a 1/2 cup in here on the recipe. You can gauge a 1/2 cup in total. So we're gonna roll them in it as well. And we're gonna get the blueberries in there now, I believe. Yeah, and actually, I'm going to get the dates in there, and then I'm going to put the blueberries in after. So let's get this undone. We need at least 4 dates. If you want it a little bit sweeter, you can put in more. Medjool dates are loaded with minerals and nutrients. They are very sweet. They're an excellent alternative for sugar because of all the nutrients, they don't allow your blood sugar to just be spiked like cane sugar. It doesn't matter if it's organic cane sugar, it's still cane sugar. The effect on your blood sugar is still the same. So about 4 to 6, I'm just going to add in that amount. I don't need as much sugar. I actually prefer less now. And I'm just going to mix this up a little bit, and then we'll get in the, you have a choice. We're going to either use some coconut oil, or you might want to use some raw almond butter. So let's get this mixed in. So it's already getting sticky, and that's what you want. Now we're going to add in the The blueberries, I'm using a little less, but you want at least 3/4 to 1 cup of blueberries in the recipe. Okay. I'm actually going to use some of the almond butter this time. This is the brand that I buy. I love the Artisana. It is so superior in quality. You can test it out. So it's worth the amount. And I keep it in the refrigerator because I don't use it all the time. But later in the afternoon, if you're having an apple and some almond butter, excellent snack. It's going to slow that glucose from the apple into your body with a little bit of the fat from the almond butter and provide you more nutrients and protein along with that. Now it's going to get nice and blue. These are really handy to have. You want to have a lot of these little ones available. So it's already getting thick and turning into a ball. You can see that happening. And we are ready to go. And this is when you're going to pour it into the dish. You're just going to you're going to finish mixing some of the drier nuts at the bottom into the mixture with your spatula. Really simple. So these are fun things to make with children, especially. Have them make their own snack balls, roll them in the coconut themselves, have them pack it up for their lunches so they can bring something tasty with them. So these are ready here. I'm going to clean up a tiny bit and then we're going to make them into balls and roll them in a little bit of coconut and we are ready to go. When you have some gorgeous, dense nutrient, raw, wild blueberry balls, fantastic. Okay, cleanup is quick and easy, especially when you have everything in jars. Get everything tidied up and then you can go about getting some wax paper laid out for you or you and your children to roll these out. Now, if you want the little hands to be protected or yours, or you just had a manicure done and you don't want to get this stuff in your nails, that is fine. The kids will be licking their fingers, I'm sure, but you can help them. So you could also add a little bit of cacao nibs to this. This is raw chocolate chips in a way, but they're harder and they're not going to melt. So what they do is they add a little crunch to this, and texture is a really unique thing. We're always looking for texture differences. That's why we like the crunchiness of chips, and we like the smooth creaminess of yogurts, ice creams, things like that, or sorbets. So here is our mixture. You can, guide your total by using a little measuring scoop like this. This is a 1.5 tablespoons. Get these at Williams-Sonoma, so they kind of help out. And you see how easy it is to make the ball. It's already pretty much shaped. So let's just put a little bit of coconut into the bowl here. And then what we would do is just quickly roll them. So you can gauge how big you want these and use a little bit less. Very easy. So it is kind of smart to get the gloves on. I just got these gloves at CVS, and they're actually not latex, they're oatmeal. They're exam gloves, they're not food gloves. So they don't irritate your hands. Look how awesome these are. So you keep these in the refrigerator. You can freeze them as well. And you can make these smaller. Maybe just get like 1 tablespoon to measure out so you know, see how that is smaller. And maybe that's more appropriate for the kids here. And So it actually makes quite a bunch. So you see how this goes here. We're just going to roll them all out. So I'm going to finish this. We're going to come back. I'm going to have them on a plate for you. My fingers are a mess, so let me hold on to the mouse like this. We'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in and having fun with us here. These are really delicious. Of course, I had some here. I've lined the bottom of this little glass dish with some wax paper. This is where you can store them. So you can choose how many to keep in the refrigerator, how many to freeze. They freeze phenomenal. And look how gorgeous these are. Delicious. So honestly, how easy and fun was that? Great fiber, great amounts of protein. Everything we put in there had fats, fiber, and protein, good fats, and delicious flavor and a little bit of crunch from that raw cacao nib at the end. Thanks for tuning in with me, and happy National Snack Month. Let's make it healthy snacks. And just realize that the food companies are winning, you are losing. Being addicted to any of the snacks that have so many chemicals added, and those chemicals add up to obesogenic response in your body. We never count calories. Calories are not created equal. We eat real quality food. It doesn't matter if a little snack, if it's got inflammatory oils, additives, and preservatives, your cells are being damaged. So anyway, thanks for tuning into KK's Big Kitchen here with me today. Give me a nice thumbs up if you had fun and you like it. Please share my videos with other people. Lots of love. Bye, guys.